In 1972, a 20-year-old Imran Khan packed his bags in the warmth of Lahore and landed in the freezing, rain-soaked streets of London. He hadn't crossed continents for a vacation. His family sent him with a strict mandate: secure a world-class education and break into elite Western cricket. But the transition was brutal. He had a choice: adapt rapidly to this unfamiliar environment or fail the mandate his family entrusted to him. That friction followed him onto the athletic field. The damp, sluggish pitches of English county cricket immediately exposed the flaws in his game. English coaches quickly dismissed him. They labeled him a medium pacer, a polite term for a bowler who lacks the lethal velocity required to intimidate professional batsmen. Surviving at this tier meant accepting a painful truth. His existing physical and mental foundations were inadequate, and they had to be systematically torn down. Achieving any level of greatness required him to swallow his pride, accept his immediate failure, and allow the harsh English environment to break him down so he could start over. The first phase of this reconstruction happened here, at Keble College, Oxford, an institution famous for forging prime ministers and heads of state. He enrolled in philosophy, politics, and economics, or PPE. It is an aggressively rigorous degree that forces students to absorb and debate massive volumes of Western intellectual history. Surviving Oxford meant surviving the tutorial system, intense one-on-one sessions where a professor picks apart every flaw in a student's logic and forces them to defend their position. 3 years of this constant intellectual interrogation stripped away his childhood shyness, replacing it with a hard-won ability to command a room and navigate high-pressure debate. Oxford provided the psychological armor he needed to survive the exact trials waiting for him outside the classroom. Armed with his new persona and striking looks, he quickly infiltrated the most exclusive social circles of 1970s Britain. He balanced a bizarre double life. He read heavy political philosophy in the library by day and attended lavish high society gatherings by night. The outsider from South Asia was now mingling directly with wealthy aristocrats and members of the British royal family. Yet despite the proximity to fame and status, he continued to prioritize his time in the practice nets, often skipping the late-night parties to maintain his training schedule. That devotion pulled him straight back to the unforgiving county cricket grounds of Worcestershire and Sussex. He refused to accept the coach's label of a medium pacer. He took the psychological armor forged at Oxford and turned it into pure athletic defiance. To achieve elite velocity, his raw mechanics on the left were completely scrapped for precise physical angles on the right. Executing this required a massive load. He spent countless hours painfully rebuilding his shoulders and core to handle the severe biomechanical demands. He manufactured elite speed through thousands of hours of mechanical repetition, overriding the physical limits his coaches claimed he would never surpass. By 1975, he held both his Oxford degree and a professional contract in county cricket. He was no longer the boy who had arrived in 1972. He was an educated university graduate with a bowling action calibrated for the highest level of the game. Elite performance is rarely innate. It is forged by surviving alien environments that force you to tear down your old habits and rebuild from the ground up. With his education secured and his body engineered for speed, it was time to return home and claim his place on the Pakistan national team. But how would this newly constructed mind and body hold up against the crushing public pressure and physical injuries waiting for him on the international stage?